So we do see that cybersecurity efforts frequently don't take end user experience into account. One of the key reasons for this is if you look at the goals and responsibilities between the CIO organization and the CISO organization. CIOs are really responsible for delivering technology that drives business growth, drives innovation within the business, and CISOs are more focused on cybersecurity risk and compliance. So CISO's approach to risk management is going to be one that's prioritizing that and securing the environment over speed, agility, and productivity within the organization. This can create some fragmentation and silos in the objectives of the organizations. Another factor here is that because of this, the security teams typically don't have access to the information and tooling to be able to measure, productivity or experience within it. So it doesn't become a factor in their decisions making. So there are a number of challenges that CISOs need to address when balancing cybersecurity initiatives within their company and productivity or employee experience. One is visibility for the security teams or the CISOs, really to understand proactively how their security initiatives and policies are impacting business productivity, employee engagement. And a lot of it goes down to the technology experience within organizations. The second is using that data to be able to measure both the impact of the security as well as the productivity and the business continuity as a result of that. It's really important. Our research is showing that, nearly half of employees are frustrated with the digital tools that they have today. And over a quarter are even considering, current moving jobs because of the technologies. If you think about traditional endpoint management tools and the challenge that organizations have now, which is making everywhere work more secure and accessible, those traditional endpoint managed tools have worked well in managed office environments, but they can be more challenging in what we'd call a modern workforce in which people are working hybrid or fully remote. For all of the assets and technology that's being used, it doesn't need to just be managed, but it obviously needs to be secured. Now, add on top, you need to understand the employee experience or the digital experience to those users who are using this technology to be productive, but are using it maybe in unmanaged networks or infrastructure that's not known to the organization. So one of the things that we see a lot, this is why there's a convergence of endpoint security, endpoint management, and digital experience management tools coming together, but most importantly, being delivered from the cloud. The cloud allows us to reach every device within an organization and not isolate it to a single network within your environment. Convergence of a single tool set reduces gaps between point solutions that would have to manage the security or manage the productivity of devices or the digital experience. It provides out of the box integration so that you can have data across all of them. You can use the visibility of your assets and understand where the risk is with and what your full attack surface is. By using this tool set to be able to monitor the overall digital experience as change happens. So as you're deploying patches, you can proactively look to see the impact of those changes in an organization. It also creates a more secure environment. If you're deploying security measures that users are not feeling an impact, not trying to turn off and work around so that they can get the work done, ultimately, you're going to have a more secure environment. We've seen a number of successful strategies of integrating security tools and technologies into employee workflows without sacrificing the user experience. The first is ensuring that we have access to the digital experience information. This can help CIOs get that proactive feedback around the impact of their security policies without having to, after the fact, look at support tickets that may have been raised from those users within their environment. The other is really kind of understand your key exposures and be able to secure those. So that means a risk-based approach to vulnerability management, for example, doing a better balance between mitigating critical vulnerabilities and optimizing the digital experience. So you're not blanket remediating every vulnerability out there that has the potential to have more experience impacts, but you're really focusing on the key risk to the organization. And then finally, take stock. Do frequent engagements with users, surveys to understand friction points that they might have within their technology and understand whether those are related to security policies that have been put in place. So by taking this approach, security teams can really have a better data set and be better informed in the overall impact on security on the user experience.